Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending wherever you are in the world. This is Mr. Rush. He's back on holiday, and he's got a lot to offer today. With me is my...
You're here with Anon, aka Mr. Anonymous, and I'm very, very happy that Rush is back, but I'm extremely sad that he's not the same person he was when he left here.
What do you mean by that, man?
Man, I'm just seeing so many changes. Like I see too many changes. I don't know how to take it. And I know Rook is not here. Guys, Rook the traitor, he's abandoned us for this episode. Do you know where he's at? He's in his new apartment. Yeah. He's buying rugs, anyways, I don't want to expose Rook too much. He's a traitor, guys. Please comment in the comment section, traitor. But anyways, back to you, Rush. So you abandoned us for 2 episodes. You went to South Africa, Cape Town, correct?
Yeah, I went for holiday.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw your snaps and your videos. You don't need to rub it in our faces. But then when you came back as a completely changed man. Do you wanna ask me why? Like,
well, change is inevitable, so there's no way one can avoid change.
You changed very negatively. So, like, I believe the change wasn't that good.
Really?
Yeah, like whatever you stood for, you went against that.
Yeah, so I believe I've changed for good, and if you can elaborate what you see that's negative, maybe we can deal with that.
Guys, you see, I like to go gym sometimes, and I have like big biceps.
I see, you're showing off your...
No, I'm not. I have big biceps.
Showing off your biceps and triceps.
How can a phone be bigger than my bicep? Bomb? Like, it's nearly the size of my forearm.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Rush went to South Africa, and he got himself a brand new S25 Ultra.
Yeah, very small phone.
Allahumma barik. And then on top of that, I see he's wearing this jumper, Adidas. Before he came to the podcast, I see him taking off the tag. Yeah. But I saw the price, $55. I saw the price. So you have changed. Like, what happened to brands? Or I'm not a brand person. I'm this, and all of a sudden you come back changed.
No, there was a sale. Yes, everybody was running around, trying to get what fits him, and then all the big size were left untouched. So I just went and grabbed, and here I am,
Of course,
yeah,
I see.
You have to get what you can afford. So the sale was very appealing to me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wait, I hear some noise behind me. Like, what's going on behind me?
Oh, we got a
the trader's here.
Guys, the trader?
We got the trader back, man.
I don't know
He's back.
if we got space for you, bro.
Nah, don't worry. I'm just gonna sit right here, man. You guys are trying to crook the rook.
Of course. And guys, this is a special episode. Like, I'm happy you're here. Can you take a seat right here, please?
Put this in the bin.
Like, wait, cameraman, can you please adjust the angle so Rook is in the prime spot? Can you take a seat quick? Like,
come.
The audience, man, they ain't got time for that.
Okay,
like, come.
Yeah, we good?
Yeah, all right. Now,
how you doing, man?
I'm alright, man. Nice
wait. We ain't introduced the guest yet. Guys, suspense.
What's going on?
He didn't get the memo.
We haven't even introduced the guest
how
yet.
long has it been?
Just wait. Just guys, like, cut. Okay, listen, guys, listen.
Empty my
Today, man, this
Get
is...
comfortable, man.
Can you please, like, audience, like, we don't want to waste their time, please.
Let's go.
Today, guys, we have a very special guest today with us. Someone who's had a very amazing journey. He went from not believing in Allah. He wasn't a Muslim. He was probably eating ham, probably sipping a little bit of wine, Allahu Alam, we don't know. And then he now has transitioned into a beautiful young man, and his name is practicing, mashallah. Can we zoom in on him, mashallah? Look, the spitting image of a good Muslim, mashallah. With the.
You don't know enough about me, then.
Okay, that's why you're here to tell the audience who you are. Who are you, by the way?
Okay, so assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right there, what we did. Some people got 10 hasanat. How many did we get?
We got a full 30.
30, man. That's what we're gonna.
I was gonna know.
I'm telling you what.
30, full 30.
And you're gonna see the hadith in here. Trust me, the 30 hasanat. We're rich gang here right now. Yeah.
Nice.
So go on.
Okay, so my name's Arian. You guys all know me by now.
Yes.
Born and bred in London, UK, Camden Town.
Oh.
Yeah. So originally, as you said, wasn't Muslim. Was agnostic. Believed in some sort of higher power.
You mentioned agnostic. It sounds like some like, you know, this Gen Z kind of thing. You know, some people say I'm agnostic. It might mean, you know, he's a vegan.
Oh,
like the audience don't know these terminologies.
So you don't know what's agnostic?
I'm saying the audience. And I speak for the
you speak
audience.
on their behalf.
I speak on their behalf, man, because sometimes
We got a large audience, man. There's some people that might not know and they're too embarrassed to ask.
Man, some guy might be thinking,
why do they need to Google when we're gonna explain it for them?
Exactly.
Okay.
We are teachers,
Exactly.
educators.
Okay, give the man a mic now.
Yeah, give the man.
Yalla.
Yeah.
So agnostic means like you believe in some sort of a creator or like, you know, a divine power, but you don't know which religion to follow. Like you don't know if you want to be a Christian, Muslim, Jew, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously you can't be a Jew unless you're born
Of course.
into it, but you get the picture. So you're confused. You don't know which religion to follow. You don't know which one is the truth. So that was my life, you know, for the first 12 years, I would say.
Hold on. And your parents never taught you about Islam, or were they?
Nah. So my mum, she wasn't a Muslim at the time.
Okay.
She still isn't. Father was a Muslim, but he wasn't around that much.
Okay.
So it was more like, you know, live life, enjoy. Don't worry too much about what happens when you die.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
is there a heaven? Is there a hell? Just live life, enjoy. You're still a young child.
Yeah.
You can delve into these things later on.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I took things, you
But
know?
that's what Rook used to tell me when we were like, enjoy life, don't worry about anything.
Well,
you only
Yeah, but I
live
never
once.
think he used to tell you to eat, huh? You can still enjoy life, but not eat, huh? Yeah, man.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's
Yeah.
fun.
So
So that was the first 12 years. What happened after the 12? Did you convert or revert to Islam when you were 13?
So what
Roughly.
led you to?
So I had lots
Islam,
of,
like-
you know, little influences, little, you know, friends, people I see in school, giving me little advice. Oh, are you Muslim? Are you not Muslim? I'd be like, to be honest, I don't even know if
What-
I am or aren't a Muslim.
yeah.
What is a Muslim?
Yeah.
You know? I remember one time, a couple 7-year-olds at the time came up to me and said, what's that you're eating? And I'm like, what's wrong? It's just a ham sandwich, you know, what's the problem?
well, like turkey ham.
It was pork. It was
Pork.
pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, swine.
man.
As they,
Yeah.
You see how he said yeah?
Bacon.
He's been eating
Bacon.
pork in it. He's been a Muslim all his life, but he's been eating pork as well, you know?
You know,
unknowingly.
we assume the best.
Yeah. So no, he admitted it's from his own mouth. He said it was delicious.
Oh no.
You know, the comments were going crazy anyway. Like I don't want to expose them to it. So
Okay.
they said to you, why are you eating pork?
Yeah,
Ham.
so just Muslim kids, you know. I think one was Eritrean, one was so they were from like a Muslim background.
Yeah.
So that's haram. I was like, what's haram? He said, it's not allowed. You can't eat pork.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so it comes from a pig. I'm not allowed to eat it. So obviously my mum's making my sandwich. It's not like I go out shopping. You know? I'm not going, oh, that looks nice, fancy a bacon sarnie and that. You know what I mean?
So your mom's packing lunch for you and she giving you ham sandwiches.
Yeah, so she doesn't care about all of that stuff, you know. So
Yeah.
nice, juicy, you know, astaghfirullah, you know. ham
Nice, it's
sandwich.
in the pot. It's,
At the time,
Yeah.
you know. So slowly these little comments, these little, you know, why don't you come and pray? I was like, pray? Like how?
Yeah.
You know, I've only seen people praying like this, you know.
Like,
with
you
their
know,
hands together in the
help me
church,
there,
you
yeah.
know, drinking a bit of wine, having a bit of
Yeah.
bread, you know, all of that stuff. So by the time I got to 12 years old,
Okay.
lots of Muslims around me now, you know, the school that I went to, lots of Muslims telling me,
Can I just stop you there? 'Cause
Yeah.
You know why he said lots of Muslims? Because Camden is like infested by Muslims, which is a good thing. Like,
Yeah,
you know, you're surrounded by Muslims, you know, so.
enriched, let's say enriched by the Muslims.
Enriched.
Inshallah. you know?
Yeah, I'm just
Can,
trying to-
can I ask you a question? Did you ever try to confront your mother to say, you know what, you know, you have a lot of voices telling you like,
Yeah.
hey, why you eat ham and this is not good
course.
for you. So did you go to her and say, listen, why don't you put chicken there? Because when I go to school,
People
The
think I'm
friends
some
are-
sort of, you know. To be
the
honest,
friends are jumping on me, you know?
yeah. I told her and she was like, don't worry about it. You know, it's all good.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing's going to happen to you. You know, she comes from a belief that, you know, there's no heaven or hell. And so she doesn't believe in consequences.
Yeah.
So I kind of was like, okay, it's my mum saying this.
Yeah. I'm going to listen to my mom over these kids.
I'll just listen to my mum for now, you know,
Yeah.
until I hear something convincing.
True.
Yeah. So that's how that was. Then obviously when I got to 12 years old, lots of Muslims around me in the school telling me, oh, why don't you just come pray? You know, I'm sure you're a Muslim. I was like, you know what? I'll come and do the motions. You know, I haven't fully ascribed myself to your religion, but you know, I'll come and, you know, follow the leader kind of thing. Copy paste.
But,
So I see them.
they think you're praying.
they think I'm praying.
Because you're just looking at the guy right to the right,
yes.
whatever he's doing, and yeah.
So I would come out.
Robotically.
You know, he's bending. Oh, okay, I'm gonna bend.
Yeah.
He's making sajda at the time. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
Put my head down.
That was a little exercise for him.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, it's relaxing. You know, it's nice. I want to know a bit more about this religion now.
Yeah.
So slowly, I had an IT teacher.
Yeah.
By the name of Mr. Ali. So if
Okay.
he's watching, then probably not watching. But shout
No,
out.
inshallah, you never know. He could be
never
our
know, maybe.
subscribers, in the future.
Make him feel a bit
Mr.
better.
Ali, you better subscribe, Yeah.
So he was, mashallah, like very inspiring. He would tell stories during the Jum'ah khutbah.
Yeah.
Every Friday.
Wait, they dragged you to the Jummah khutbah too, these kids, man.
They were like, you need to come, that's it.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not doing anything else at lunchtime.
Yeah, might as well just join,
Just go to it was actually a sports gym
Yeah.
that they convert into a prayer room
Prayer room, yeah.
every lunchtime.
Correct.
So mashallah, Mr. Ali, he would tell us some really nice stories. You know, stories about forgiveness, stories of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how he would tolerate abuse from the other religions, from non-Muslims, and how he dealt with them, how he, the way his mannerisms were, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which sometimes would inspire some of them to become Muslim.
True. Did you ever take some of these khutbahs and some of these stories and went back home like, Mom, do you know Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did this, or you knew?
No, I knew to keep silent when I got home.
Okay. Like, if I say this, like, that's it.
I think
My mom's taking me out of school,
I think at that time also, probably he was afraid that maybe his mother would have, are you now being channeled into some brainwash, something
radicalized.
That was a big worry when I actually did ascribe to Islam, when I took my shahada.
When did you take your shahada?
So around 13 years old, I officially took my shahada.
You were a young boy.
Yeah.
I thought you took it much later. But I didn't know you at that time anyway.
Of course,
Yeah, but when I met you, I think you were already Muslim.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Yeah, so you take your shahada, right?
Yeah, I took my shahada, with the school kids.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, khalas, congratulations, you're Muslim now.
Okay.
But their ideas and their kind of creed was a little bit on the extreme side.
I see.
So I don't blame my mom at the time for being worried,
Yeah.
This guy, he might be, getting radicalized in school.
Yeah.
But I don't blame,
At this time you were in year 9, right?
Yeah, 8, year 9, yeah, exactly, year 9.
I want to ask you a question. So you said you took your shahada, right?
Yeah.
A big event, like everyone's screaming, "Well, you're Muslim now."
In a way, yeah.
Does anything change for you now, or are you still the same Arian, just not eating pork and following the motions in prayer, or you're just?
That's a good question. Personality wise, I was the same guy.
Okay.
Same traits, same happy, smiling.
Yeah.
But like when it came to spiritually, definitely I felt.
So like
change.
five times
Five times a day,
Like you're not praying, or you're praying?
No, praying.
You're praying.
Yeah,
Wow.
not with knowledge.
Yeah.
A lot of it was based on ignorance.
No, of course, but you're still following the acts.
Yeah, doing
like
the actions. At first, I didn't even know what to say in the prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then Mr. Ali, mashallah, may Allah reward him.
Ameen.
He came to me with a sheet. Now this sheet didn't even have any Arabic writing. It had something called transliteration.
Yeah, where it's written in English and you read it, and
because I couldn't read Arabic at the time.
Yeah.
So I would listen and read, and then so that's how I memorized. The three quls, as it's called. Qul huwallahu ahad, qul huwallahu.
Yeah.
So and then Fatiha, obviously.
Of course.
That's how I memorized that. And it wasn't complete. It was still like bits and bobs were missing.
What was motivating you? Because at that point in time, you're going puberty, your early ages. Actual Muslims are barely praying 5 salahs. So they have practicing parents who are pushing them. What was your motivation?
So I really felt like I was accepted into a community for once.
Okay.
You feel like an outcast at first. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Who's this like half Iranian, half Iraqi or whatever kid?
Yeah.
Just, what's he doing here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when they accepted me into their community and they made me feel welcome and they said, look, you're on the right path now. Inshallah, your aim, your goal in life now is not just to have fun and enjoy yourself and eat what you like, drink what you like.
Yeah.
Now you've got a purpose and you're part of the community. We're all in this together, kind of thing. We all pray together in a straight line.
Yeah.
We all do the same things. We support each other. So that's what really it was that kind of like don't want to be cliche, but it was like a warm feeling, you know, that wasn't present before.
So you made more friends by accepting.
More friends, and that's what my mum actually used to say. She was like, "Oh, you're just trying to make friends, you know." At first, she thought it was just a phase, you know. You're just trying to make friends.
Speaking of prayers, would you ever pray at home?
Of course, yeah.
And what would the reaction be at home like?
The prayers weren't such a problem at first.
Okay.
I think the biggest issue my mum made was the meat, halal meat.
Ah, okay.
Because she would cook whatever meat, you know, like I said, ham sandwiches or whatever. Yeah. So for me to come and like put down the rules, like I decide what I eat, you know.
But you're such a young boy, like you know, your mom could easily say, "Hey, you're not getting nothing. You're living in my house." Like, or was it like a?
She was a little bit disappointed, a bit angry at the time.
Okay.
It's like, I cooked this food, you know, why are you not eating it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So at first, it was a bit of a misunderstanding, as if like I'm trying to be a rebel, trying to be some sort of vegetarian or whatever. I said no, I just want to eat meat that's been, you know, slaughtered in the correct way.
Halal.
This is my religion, halal meat. You know, slaughtered meat.
Of course.
So then eventually she came around, alhamdulillah.
But how do you know she wasn't lying to you? Like, if I was like at that point, I would just say, here's the halal meat, and I could have just bought it down Tesco's, you know, down the butcher's. Like, I'm not gonna go to a like.
Good question.
But you weren't thinking at that point like these things, right?
I mean, I saw a couple times where she would bring shopping home. You know, it would say halal.
Yeah.
So I kind of got that kind of like, you know, trust.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're Muslim. You go into your teenagers. How are these? Like, how are those for you as a young Muslim?
Emaan wise, or just like, you know, life
in total, in general.
Before
we go to that, what I would like to know is, was there some repercussions, some negative comment made to you as, you know, look at this guy, man.
I mean, I would make the first comment, like, you join the gang, it's like a gang. Like, you just become a Muslim just to be part of a community. Islamophobe, they say it's a gang.
Because this is how I pitch it. You come from an environment where you could eat pork and among other things, and you had certain kind of friends, and now the same people that look at you before as part of, you know, a Jesus-loving Christian, you know.
I mean,
and then you switch into something else. So was it like, hey, look at this guy now. Where is he heading to? You know, like some comments to make you, you know, feel lonely.
It was kind of like in the background, it was like flies, you know. It wasn't really. I didn't really feel affected by it at the time, you know. The most effective or the most like impactful statements came from my family members, you know.
Okay.
They were Iranian, you know how a lot of Iranians.
So these are like aunties.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
They would just say, "Oh, he's going through a phase. He just wants friends. Just leave him." You know. You know how like people have this emo phase or goth phase where they start putting on weird makeup and stuff. So they thought this is his phase. Just let him go through it. He'll probably, you know, grow out of it, kind of thing. So, but alhamdulillah.
And here you are today. I mean, you didn't grow out of it. You know, you grew into it basically. Like you
by the guidance of
Allah, of course.
Just have a question. Sorry. You know, before you mentioned that you were, when you first started practicing, it was just small things here and there, and you were. Sorry.
Come on, man. This guy comes to the podcast with his phone on, man. Come on, man.
It's an important message.
Well, it is an important message.
He's moving houses. You know, he's moving houses.
I just came for you, Arian.
Thank you so much.
As you mentioned before, that when you first reverted to Islam, the community around you, you were praying your 5 salahs, but right now the way I'm looking at you, I don't think this is how you were initially.
No.
When did you start developing into getting into Islam and deeply, with knowledge?
Seeking knowledge,
seeking
to be honest, like, before he answers that question, like, I'm just gonna give you a quick, you know, some of the audience, they might be wondering, hey, why is this like it's taking so long? Like, I remember this guy. Now, just a little quick background. Me and Mr. Arian were in the same university at that point. Now,
which was?
I'm not gonna listen. That university, I told you, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna reveal which university I went to. You know, well, I don't give information for free. You know, So guys, there is the rule: 1,000 subscribers, Russia's mosque is coming off. 10,000 subscribers, Rook is being unmasked. 100,000 subscribers, I'm taking the mosque off I'll even
I
take
didn't
off.
even agree to this.
Or vice
It's
versa.
a force.
it's been agreed. It's been agreed already. It's been agreed already.
Or vice versa. 100,000?
Yeah.
Rush, take it
And
off.
once we hit 101,000, I'm gonna show you a picture of Mr. Arian in university times. You know,
dangerous.
clean shaven. Okay, so I met this guy
Yeah.
in university, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, obviously, I wouldn't call him the most practicing person.
Okay.
Of course, I would say he's Muslim, right? But I wouldn't call him the most practicing Muslim. Now, clean shaven, like completely different look. You know, some might even say he looked like a model back then, you know? He was like 77 kgs at that point, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So we're in engineering together, right? We're studying engineering. He's mechanical, I'm medical, but we share some modules. Now, I'm just gonna fast forward, let's say like 2 years.
Spot on.
Boom, the change. I see the beard is getting longer, you know? I see the clothing is different. The speaking is different. The man starts speaking Arabic. And then, you know, fast forward, and I'll tell you what happened. And you can explain what happened. So after university, what happened?
So the change happened kind of like during university.
During
I think
university.
we all had some sort of change.
Yes,
during-
yes.
Universities, a lot of people say university is a place where you find yourself.
Yes,
You
true.
know, so that was basically, you know,
Yeah.
our little, alhamdulillah, guidance.
Yeah.
So when we came in towards the end of the university, obviously your cousin, I'm not going to say who he is.
Yeah, of course.
He knows
He's
who he
watching.
is,
He's
yeah.
definitely
He's
watching,
watching,
in the
yeah.
comments, yeah.
So he was moving towards that direction of like, you know, we need to like learn about our religion, you know? We're going to be accountable one day.
Yeah.
It's not like we're in some village in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
where we can't obtain this knowledge.
Yeah.
So it kind of made me think as well. And obviously we were together and we were kind of like,
But how
let's
did
go.
how did you gain that? What do you mean by gain knowledge? Like what, open the Quran? Like what do you mean by gaining knowledge?
Obviously like knowledge of how to pray. At first just basics, you know, how to
But
pray.
you already knew how to pray. Like that.
Loosely, yeah. I knew how to pray. I knew what to say during the prayer. But I didn't know detailed.
You mean to
explanation.
understand the translation, what you're reciting, what you're
Exactly.
saying?
I think more about the conditions of Salah and
Thank you so much.
The
yeah.
pillars and
That's
all of that,
exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay. So to go into detail, basically,
and
yeah.
not
is that the
blindly
Salah and praying
following.
is even correct.
Yeah.
Imam, thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
What makes the prayer valid? What makes
it invalid? I see. Yeah.
So obviously we were all, as a group of friends, we were like, where do we seek this knowledge from?
Yeah.
That was the biggest question in our heads.
Yeah.
So we would go to any and every event. And a lot of these events were more based off of like, let's boost your Emaan today.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
And
go
then-
to the event, you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
You leave, you don't really benefit much.
No.
You haven't gained any knowledge.
Yeah,
You
you-
still don't know how to pray Salah
You feel
properly.
good. You feel good, but it's just like some of them we paid for. We paid money to.
Man,
do
let me
these
tell you a
events.
funny story about these events. So this guy and my cousin tells me to come to an event. They
Yeah.
force me. Like
Yeah.
I'm an antisocial guy. Like I only like my friends. I don't like a third person next to me.
Hmm.
So they force me. Not only do they force me, at that time, remember you're a university student. Rush, like you've been there.
Hmm.
You know the broke times when you're a uni student. Like £15 is a lot. So they tell me, hey, buy a ticket to this event. I'll go buy a ticket to this event. It's meant to be Islamic reminders event. Firstly, I walk in, boom, I look to my left. And this is just coincidence. You know, shaitan is always, you know,
Whispering.
yeah. I just look to the left, there's girls sitting on the left side.
Like gnats.
I'm like, what is this? Like, where are we going? And there's people
I mean, where did you take him?
there's people with makeup. You know, there's everyone sitting down.
When you
And then-
mean people, are you talking about men?
like girls,
Oh,
girls.
okay.
And then on the right side, I see all these guys sitting down. Some of them taking
With
sit-
the Moroccan
selfies.
dolls.
Like a
Yeah.
speed dating kind
Yeah,
of
like
thing.
a you know, they're all sitting down, and then the speaker comes in. Who wants to donate £10,000?
La hawla wa la quwwata.
And now all the guys, you know, the girls are watching. Some of the guys are looking at the girls like, I will donate £500. The guy don't even have 20 in his pocket. I don't know what he's donating. Like, you
It's
know.
a promise to do it.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I went to these events, and I was like, you
The
know,
first and last.
yeah, the first and the last time I went to the event. But just to make the story short, Mr. Arian here graduates university. He gets into teaching as well, does well, and then he disappears. He completely disappears.
And this was even for me a big shock, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't expecting my life to go in this direction.
Yeah, but by the way, before the view, do you know the suspense for them? When I said disappeared, not in a prison, guys. Like we're not talking about dragged to a prison or a cell.
Yeah.
He disappeared, Rush.
I was a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Yeah.
We're not even wondering where.
Medina.
Medina. He disappeared. So, you want to tell us what happened there?
Yeah, so the story of getting into Medina in the first place was, I think, really like extraordinary, to be honest. Like, alhamdulillah, your cousin again, you know, star of the show, but he's not here at the moment.
Yeah.
We're gonna force him soon, though.
Yeah, he'll come.
Yeah,
He's
one
currently
day,
in
one day.
Medina.
Yeah.
So he was telling me, Arian, why don't we apply to Medina University? It's free.
The Islamic University of Medina.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he said, look, it's free. You know, they pay for your everything, accommodation. You don't have to pay tuition fees. It's not like here. There's no loans, none of that stuff. So he was like, you know, let's do it. And I was just like, nah, man, we got stuff to do. We've got obligations. We need to earn money. We need to do this. We need to do that.
Yeah.
So then I'm just like, get off my back. I'm just going to apply. Because at the time, you can just apply online.
Okay.
Just put in your details, put in a few like passport photo, you know, degree certificate.
Yeah.
Just leave it there. If you get accepted in a year's time, you'll see your name on a list.
Of course.
So I'm just like, you know what, get this guy off my back. You know, he's every day just telling me, let's apply.
Yeah,
He's already applied, by the way.
Okay.
But he's just trying to encourage me.
He can't go alone, you know. He doesn't want to go alone.
Exactly, yeah. So you don't want to feel lonely, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing. So
Of course.
one day we go on a little tour, you know, in that group, that crowd of people, you know, with that whole story you said, with the whole, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, celebrities,
Events.
events. So they provide for us a cheap opportunity to do Umrah.
Oh, mashallah.
So me and this cousin of yours, we go.
Call him Toby.
No,
come
we're
on.
not gonna call him Toby, man. Come on, man. He's gonna be in the comments killing.
We call him Abdullah, you know,
Abdullah, yeah.
slave
So-
of Allah.
So you go to Umrah.
So Abdullah and I, we go to this Umrah event. You know, we don't really associate with any of the guys there, by the way. We're just there for the cheap. We're part of the university.
Yeah, of
we
course.
heard about it through the university. Cheap Umrah, let's go. So we go, and everyone starts saying, we can go to Madinah University and do the interviews. And I'm thinking,
Like
wait,
what? Like face-to-face interview live?
face to face, bro.
So this is you've applied and you're waiting for results.
Yeah.
And now you want to just go into the university and do a
like
face to
I had
face.
forgotten about the application months ago.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? Might as well.
You got nothing to lose.
So Abdullah, he goes, you know, that's his name for now.
Yeah.
He goes in, mashallah, he's got all of this, you know, surahs memorized.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, you know, I've done this, I've studied this.
He's been practicing before.
Yeah, he's ready.
Yeah, he's ready.
I'm just there like some miskeen. I walk in, I'm just like, he's like, how many surahs have you memorized? Obviously, there's a translator between us.
Yeah.
So at first I say 9. He says, mashallah, 9 ajza, 9 juz of the Quran.
Subhanallah.
I'm like, nah, just 9 surahs from Juz Amma.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like looking down. Okay. So then now he wants to know more about me. Who am I?
Yeah.
Who's your mom? Who's your dad?
Yeah.
So I say, look, my dad's from Iraq.
Yeah.
My mom's from Iran. Now, when I said my mom's from Iran,
Woo! The senses went up. Yeah.
the eyes started glistening.
Yeah. Like.
Why?
Wait, what?
Why was that?
Because obviously Iran's a majority Shia, majority 12.
Country. Yeah. So when they hear that, they're like,
And
whoa.
there's
And this is like-
good part that is agnostic as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like, yo, we don't want these kind of people coming out.
Of course, I was gonna. What is this a spy?
Like this is completely against our core beliefs, you know?
Yeah.
So he's like, are you Sunni or Shia? Like interrogating me at this stage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm Sunni. He's like, but how are you Sunni? Like why?
Yeah.
I'm like, because you know, I just like the Sunnah. You know, I was always a Sunni.
Yeah.
It's like, but how did you become a Sunni whilst your mum comes from a Shia background?
Yeah.
So I say, look, my dad's a Sunni, but you know, mostly from friends, I went through the direction of Ahl Sunnah.
Your friends.
You know, friends told me X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So 20 minutes they were asking me questions.
So it's like an interrogation. Man.
Yeah, they were really
I think they're
intrigued.
curious. I think they were
They
curious.
were curious.
Man, to be honest, I wouldn't be curious. I'd be like, hey, this Iranian spy coming to our university, you know? Like, this guy wants to know the secrets of our university, man.
Yeah, but you're different, you know.
I'm
You know-
special.
you know-
Can we
you
say
know- you know- you know, like
can you just say
You know,
special?
like those guys in Madinah University.
Man, listen.
By the way,
why am I
you
different?
know he was gonna apply as well.
Oh,
This guy.
Man, don't tell him. No, hey, don't tell Rush. You know why? It's gonna give me.
You know,
ego, man.
there was gonna be him, his cousin, and Arian. They were gonna go together. So
As
they
a
went to
trio,
university. They went to university together.
And he
they
saw
all done
girls.
so they all done.
Teaching course.
Firstly, they all went to university together for engineering and maths. Then they all three of them went for PGCE.
Yeah.
And then all three were gonna apply to Madinah University.
Yeah.
And they were gonna try force me to come. I said,
Rock was like, nah, man, university ain't like for
man,
me. Yeah.
More
These guys are
practical,
trying to-
more
Yeah,
practical.
more
guys,
practical.
yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm not different. I'm special. Please, thank you, Rush. Like, you know, you're different because you know
he's unique.
he's got the ultra and the
give
Adidas,
them-
and he wants to call me
give-
different.
give-
And let's give the mic back to Mr. Arian. So now you're interrogated.
So they asked me a bunch of questions, not too personal, just
Yeah.
like how come your mum's not a Muslim anymore? How come? So what guided you? Who's the best Sahabi? Who's the best companion of the Prophet?
So it's like Q&A basically,
Just
like
Q&A.
just to test you.
20 minutes pass. He says, "Okay, tawakkal ala Allah. Take this pack of dates as a gift." Bear in mind, they had not given the dates to anyone else.
Okay.
So I'm there looking at the dates, thinking, "This is like, you know,
Promotion.
this is good news. You know, this is
yeah,
wow."
like
So then my heart starts beeping, like
Beating, yeah.
beating. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Medina, that's not me. That I wasn't built for this.
oh, because Abdullah basically told them to come on.
Yeah.
Now they've accepted him. He's like,
I didn't sign up for this.
I should have just said I'm from Iran, like you know.
This whole time you were fighting your case.
Man, you should have said psych. You should have just said a psych. Yeah,
No,
Ali,
that's
you know,
right.
you should have just said, yeah, Ali, man, right there, they would have rejected you, man. I'm telling you,
Allah
Allah. Yeah,
understand.
astaghfirullah, yeah.
So like the guy who was with me, he knew the ins and outs of the application process.
Okay.
So he's like, they've stamped you for, you know, recommended.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that what that means is you're in.
Basically, yeah. The dates was the gesture, like
Yeah.
you're in, basically.
So I was like, no, there's no way I can go to Medina. You know, my mom's gonna go crazy. My dad's not gonna
You've
be-
been grinding university, then you
Yeah.
went into teaching, you know.
It's like you've just thrown away all of your your life, your future, your career.
Yeah.
Just this 5 years minimum. You know, it's
5 years you have to be in the university.
yeah.
for
I mean,
Medina.
if you don't know Arabic, it's 2 years learning Arabic.
Okay.
And it's 4. So it's 4. It's 6 years. It's 4 years bachelor's program.
Okay.
Then you can
okay.
decide if you want to do masters for like up to 4 years.
Wow, man.
So I'm just thinking, no.
How am I gonna give 6 years of my life, you know?
So
10 years with masters.
Nah, but at that point, man, the poor guy doesn't want to do bachelor's. You want to put masters and PhD
I didn't want
on
to
him,
come
man.
to Medina. in
Yeah,
the
he
first
doesn't even
place.
want to come. You want to put PhD.
I'm just saying if masters is 10 years.
Yeah.
But at this point, he wants to run away from the 2-year Arabic course,
I
man.
already got that.
Yeah,
So now-
but why did you have to feel all this fear, knowing that you just came for Umrah? You
Yeah.
didn't come there to.
To apply,
Exactly,
yeah.
but it just
They're not gonna
everything
keep you.
Came out of the blue kind of
Yeah.
thing, you know.
Overwhelmed.
Now,
Yeah.
the thing is, Abdullah, the cousin of mine, he's gonna be like, now you can't reject it, you got accepted. The khalas, you're in, you know. So
Yeah.
the peer pressure. Now he's been accepted or being told you're accepted.
Yeah,
He
but
can't say no.
But were you like gonna go home to UK first and then come
Of
back?
course,
Or
yeah.
Man, come
Yeah,
on.
the story goes
Rush
on.
things,
Okay.
rush things. You come on an Umrah visa, they accept you, and that's it.
And
you don't pack your bags. There's no visa.
They grab you by the
But
hand
to,
and
be,
say,
By the
"Let's
hand
go."
and
but to be
then-
honest, we should explain the process.
Okay,
We should like
inshallah.
how
Fine.
we know the process because we have the
Yeah, but the process is after.
No,
after his
because
story's
the
finished,
reason-
I'm gonna ask him.
The
Don't worry.
reason why I'm asking this, he said he was like shocked, like being accepted.
Yeah.
But you still have an escaping route. If you go back to UK, then you can change your mind and say, I'm not coming
Man.
back.
If he does that, then it's over, man.
You can't do that because
It's over.
the friends play.
I'm talking about him personally now. I'm not talking about the influence from the friend.
Like logistically, I could have gone back and not done Medina. Is that what you're trying to ask?
Yeah, like listen,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, drop that.
like you went there for Umrah. Now you done your interview, they accepted you, and you like, oh, how can I be accepted here? This is not for me. I'm not built for this.
Yeah, yeah.
But still, you had the time to finish your Umrah.
Of course,
Go
yeah.
back to UK and
Yeah,
say
yeah.
to you, Abdullah, listen, I'm not going there.
Nah, that wouldn't have happened. Trust me. I was there. You
Yeah,
think
yeah,
we would have allowed that?
No, it will be different if they say,
Nah,
we
man,
keep you there. After Umrah, you stay right
peer
there.
pressure
Trust me,
was
man.
crazy.
You don't
Peer,
understand,
it
man.
was all peer pressure. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Man,
But it was
pressure
good.
was
crazy.
It was good peer pressure.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So okay. So now,
Yeah.
all of this happens. You go back to the UK,
Yeah, yeah.
and then what happens?
So I'm in the UK. I completely forget about everything to do with the University of
Of
Medina.
course, now
Again,
you're
Yeah.
thinking about grinding, making money.
let's make some money. Let's go, teach. Because obviously
Of
we got the
course,
teaching
of
course
course.
done. So I'm teaching now. I'm stressed out. You see, kids causing me so much stress in the school.
Of course.
I taught in a school in Hackney. So you can
Yeah,
imagine,
yeah.
Yeah.
I know very well.
What is special about Hackney?
Oh,
It's where the posh kids are.
Basically,
like rich
we
kids.
They
don't
learn
wanna-
how to stay with a knife?
No, because
Then-
if I mention this, Rush, this topic, you and me will go on for hours.
Yeah.
It's a
No, the audience, they don't know what's
It's a
happening.
lot of single mothers. You know, single mothers raising their kids.
Kids that
very
live-
tough neighborhoods, like
Yeah.
poor boroughs. Let's just say
Kids that
very
live-
high crime in that area.
Yeah.
So very tough kids to teach. You know.
Kids that miss few hugs and love. And
Yeah, like, I mean, if you show too much love, they might stab you. You know. So it's like. That kind of stuff doesn't really work that well in Hackney, you know. A teacher could say, "I'll forgive you." They will say, "Man, shut up, man. I don't want forgiveness from you. I want forgiveness from Jesus."
Oh.
You know, so it's a different breed. So okay, so you're stressed now. What happens?
I get a phone call from, you guessed it, Abdullah.
Oh, Abdullah, the happy cousin.
Abdullah,
Yeah.
the happy cousin.
Yeah.
So he's like, bro, and he's calling me, by the way, and I'm in something important.
Yeah.
Like, why are you calling me for? You know, like, you know I'm in school.
Yeah.
I'm stressed out. So he's like, bro, you got accepted. I'm trying to give you some good news here.
How does he know you got accepted?
Because there's a list.
Oh, they published, the university published a
Name
list.
on the list.
Oh, okay.
So now
okay.
the whole...
So everyone can see that you've been accepted.
at that time, that was the process.
Okay.
Everyone could see your name on the list.
Man.
You know, from which country, you know, accepted
Okay.
into
Man, the
Medina.
only way to get out of that is like you have to fake a cancer. I'm telling you, man. You gotta tell the people I got cancer. I can't go to Madinah University.
I mean-
that answers your question. The whole Muslims know, like, you know, your name on the list. So you can't really back out at that point. You know?
So yeah, the pressure was real. And then I thought to myself, because obviously Abdullah's advice was also like thousands of people applying.
Yeah, and you got in.
And they don't
get-
get,
got
and they
in.
don't get it.
Yeah, so he got in as well, by the way.
But
Yeah.
just a thought. How many people apply and how many get in? Like roughly.
Honestly, I hear different accounts. Some people say thousands, some people say hundreds. I'm not too sure, but what I do know is not many people get in compared to how many.
Okay.
It's
okay.
like kind of, if you can compare it to Cambridge University.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Cambridge of Islamic University.
University. So a lot of thousands of people are applying,
lot of
only
people,
some
yeah.
get in. Okay.
So they have like a select amount of students they accept per year.
from UK,
From each
select
country.
from. Okay,
So
understood.
it was like a
understood.
very, you know, special occasion to get, you know, accepted.
Understood.
So I'm just there thinking like, maybe this is a sign from Allah. Like,
Yeah.
I need to go now.
Yeah.
I can't give this up.
Of course.
You know, I don't know my deen properly. Like,
Yeah,
not to a good standard.
And at that time, you weren't enjoying life as well. You were stressed at school, so you saw this as a.
By the way, he's in debt at this
Escape.
point. At this point, we're all talking about making money. How can we make money to get out of debt? And then, long story short, he leaves. He leaves to Madinah University with nothing, like, you know, just leaving.
Crazy.
And
Did you come first or did Abdullah come first?
He came first
He came first.
because when he got accepted, he took the first flight out of there. You know.
Yeah, he was
just
out.
dropped everything.
Yeah.
But I actually worked in the school for a year.
So you had to
So it was
delay
different.
yours.
Yeah.
Because I remember one
have
of
to-
the
to
delay, like,
resign
you know, which
and-
one.
yeah.
Yeah, all the whole process of resigning, and I clung on to the hope that if I finish this year, because it's called an induction year, I'm
Yeah.
sure you know about
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You're set to teach in the UK and, you know,
Of course.
potentially in Saudi, you know.
Yeah.
So, but you know that didn't work out anyway.
Okay.
So I come to Medina now. My mum's angry with me. My dad's disappointed. They're all like, "What's going
How,
on?"
when you say angry, like,
Yeah.
what are we talking about? Like, oh, just a slap on the wrist, angry, like, she's.
This was real anger. Like this was like you kind of betrayed my upbringing of you.
Of course.
Because I brought you up to become like a work boy, you know,
Yeah.
career
9 to
guy,
5 boy.
9 to 5, get the mortgage because she doesn't care about
So
all
she's
that
on a mortgage. She's hoping that you
Yeah.
work and you can pay off the mortgage.
all of that stuff. So I'm just like, nah,
And your mom's only son, right?
exactly. So it's even harder.
So now you're leaving. You left your mom behind
Yeah,
alone
yeah.
to come to Saudi Arabia
Yeah.
to seek Islamic knowledge.
So at first it was very difficult, as you can tell.
Of course.
So I kind of tried to sweet talk. I sent flowers by delivery because obviously, you know, even if you're in Medina,
Yeah.
you can pay online.
Yeah.
You know, Prestige Flowers is called.
Yeah.
You can pay and they'll deliver to.
We don't give shout outs to nobody
Oh,
unless
sorry,
they
sorry.
pay us. You know,
Yeah,
Prestige
yeah.
Fly, you ain't getting no shout outs from
pay
us.
the money, yeah.
Until you pay us, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, but anyway, yeah. So they deliver it to my mom's house. Now she's all of a sudden happy. She was like, "Oh, you know, I didn't expect this X, Y, Z." So then everything became
How
calm.
are you affording flowers? Like, okay, so you come to Medina
They get
University.
stripping. They get
No,
stripping.
but the idea I'm getting this guy, you know,
The
like
men-
in the
the men
cartoons,
say- the
you
men
take a
say-
little, you take a stick and a sack.
the bag.
and you just leave.
No,
So
the men say everything is paid, so they get stripping, you know, for being student.
Stipend,
They,
yeah.
stipend,
Nah, man,
yeah.
come on, man. So you come to Medina. You know when you say you come to Medina, so the university paid for your flights, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they paid for the
Did
flights.
they give you a grant like money, maintenance?
A little something for food and for books, just something to help you
So
to
so you
survive.
come Medina with nothing.
I had something. I had some money saved from my job.
Okay.
I sold my car, so that was a bit of money.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're using this money to pay for flowers and food and everything,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that lasted, as you know, 5 years. 5 years of. Obviously, I wasn't able to finish it all off because of financial, got married.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
able to
everything.
provide,
Yeah, of course.
Obligations.
No,
So
you skipped 5 years. I'm talking about you arrive in Medina,
okay,
right? You arrive.
yeah,
English. Everyone,
Oh.
you've got other expats with you. Sorry, other students with you. You're all speaking English, right?
Yeah.
You arrive in Medina. You have lessons, I believe, right?
yeah.
Are your teachers speaking a bit of English, a bit of Arabic?
All Arabic.
So they're just talking in Arabic.
Yeah, they speak in Arabic, and even the teachers that knew English refused to speak English because that was the whole idea.
Yeah,
you need to
because
learn Arabic, immerse
yeah.
yourself in the language.
They want to acquire the language,
Yeah.
Quicker
So wait,
ways.
what?
quickest way.
The whole thing is basically teaching you now. How do you know? How do you even learn?
You just have to strive. You have to translate every word that they say. You have to look at the book. What does this word mean? Obviously, in the beginning, the book is very easy. It's a picture with a word.
Yeah.
Masjid, masjid.
Yeah.
House, house.
So you're
You know?
basically just figuring out.
Very
yeah.
easy at the start. Then it starts building up and up and up and up and up. And then obviously, you just have to try. You're gonna say some embarrassing words.
Of course. That I understand.
Yeah.
I'm also I'm the kind of guy who likes to think a lot about these things. Okay, so you get there. Do they give you a private accommodation
Hilton
where you've got
hotel,
your
huh?
Hilton hotel? You're coming from the UK, right?
Yeah.
Into Medina. What kind of accommodation are they putting you in?
To be honest, it's very basic, understandably.
What does
Because
basic your basic could mean a king size bed and a fridge on the side,
it was essentially a cubicle within a room shared by two. So it's two people in a room. You've got a divider,
Yeah.
dividing two students sleeping in the same room.
Does the divider go all the way to the room?
It just literally goes up to 1.90 m, let's say.
So how do you sleep? How do you if I get a phone call now,
Yeah.
I'm speaking, the other guy can hear me?
Not only hear you, even if you start shouting loud enough,
Yeah.
it's as if the room vibrates kind of thing. Because it's such a small
share-
The
This is
students,
closed
small
space.
students.
Yeah.
This is
So there has to be some sort of mutual understanding. Look, don't make noise at this time of the night.
Yeah.
We have to have.
So you have British roommates, I take it. They put British with British people.
I wish.
So what is it? What are we talking?
I come on the premise that if I come earlier, I'm gonna get the best, the nicest apartment, freshly built.
Okay.
I made.
Is it first come first served?
That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's not what they did to me. They said, okay, you came early. We want to fill up the unused rooms in the old apartments.
Okay.
So they put me in, because obviously they like to group nationalities and ethnicities
yeah.
because they understand each other better.
Yeah, you can get along well. There's no culture shocks,
Yeah.
I don't, coming from Russia's people, if a person came from Khoikhoi San people, indigenous South Africans, I'm sitting at the back, alright. Guys, what kind of know? And he could be just speaking to his, people.
That's a lie.
Okay, Khoikhoi San don't make the clicking sounds. I get it, but
No, they do.
oh, they do. So
Yeah.
So what's the lie in that?
No, the lie in terms of that misunderstanding or the
Of course,
integration.
cultural
between-
shocks, man. Of course, cultural shocks. If I'm there,
No,
with the-
they're all descent from each other, so that's why there's no.
they're
shock.
all Bani
Yeah,
Adam. They're all
yeah,
from the
yeah.
sons of
And
Adam.
I
That's
get
what he's trying
that.
to say.
I get that.
No,
man.
but culturally, they're gonna have some
Oh, but
differences. Yeah.
look, this guy, he's telling me, in this, what does this mean to you? This,
For me, it means, do you want to eat something?
okay,
Or be patient. It means
be patient, right?
Yeah,
In Saudis, when they do this, it
Yeah.
means patience.
yeah.
Italians, when they do this,
Bad,
again,
yeah.
in South Africa, this is the F word, and he's
Yeah.
telling me cultural.
There you
Imagine
go.
someone comes and I'm like, Sabah, and then he has a fight with me because
Yeah,
he thinks I'm sad.
but how did you get there?
I'm just saying they're different cultures. How do you
Yeah.
adapt to that? Okay, so you're matched with what kind of what continent? Can we?
The subcontinent, the Indian subcontinent.
Okay.
So obviously he likes his spices. He likes his.
Wait. You cook in the room?
You're not allowed to, but he did. Which I thought
So
I brought it
wait.
up.
So you're in a cubicle now. I'm imagining you're in a cubicle.
Yeah.
There's a divider.
Yeah, it's
and
like-
this guy's
as wide as this couch, I would say a bit more.
That,
bit more.
man, I'm surprised you
Yeah.
stayed that long, man. I'm telling you, I promise you. This is me.
And there's
If I was there, I'm out.
And there's some smoke
Yeah.
detector there.
Forget the smoke there. There's a guy next to me. You can hear me, man. I'm a private guy, man. You know, I'm
You
laying
can't make
down.
calls without being heard.
Exactly. So now you said something about cooking spices. This guy's cooking.
Ooh, very pungent smell.
Wait. You know, what the hell did Rook's gone.
He's gone.
But if Rook was here, he would say, "What does pungent mean? Like, what does that mean?"
Sorry. It's very strong, very offensive to some people, you know.
Whoa. What was he cooking?
So it was kind of like fermented fish sort of thing.
Inna lillahi wa inna
You know, so you can kind of guess where he's
It's
from.
halal. It's halal.
Yeah, of course it's halal.
halal,
Yeah, let's
but-
get to get cultures, you know.
Yeah,
I've got my stove
Remember-
laying there. I've got and it smells of fish, man. Come on, man.
Remember, we began with the bacon and pork. Now we're into halal fish.
Okay.
It's an improvement.
I mean,
Yeah,
Rush,
it's a progress.
you should share your room, you know, maybe with other people, you know, since you love it so much. So okay,
Yeah.
so this is the kind of accommodation you're in basically now. For how many years are you supposed to be in here for?
You're supposed to be in there for the whole
For the
time.
whole-
The whole 6 years.
And you can't change.
No, unless you've got some sort of medical emergency, you need to leave this room because the AC is too cold or
And
whatever.
of course you're in there something that you can't even lie, you know, you can't even just make up a lie and say, you know what, I'm getting cancer because of this guy's cooking, you know.
Nah.
So they won't move you. So people like me, it's very difficult for people like me to survive there. Like, you know,
I would say so, yeah. But there's options. You've got options.
I've got options.
If
And
you got money.
also, okay, money.
Yeah.
So when you came, your mom's not supporting you at this point, right?
Not really. Like a little something, you know, a little pocket money. But
not supporting you like the other students. Like,
nah, not rent money, not car money. Just literally just like have something, have a little burger, have a McDonald's, you know?
Wow.
Have a, you know, whatever. So that went on for about 2.5 years.
okay, the struggle.
And then I just like, alhamdulillah, I just got married.
Okay.
Someone-
Well, you got married whilst being a student.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. I don't know
It
how
is,
you're
yeah,
affording these
financially,
marriages,
yeah.
financial.
But alhamdulillah, despite my mum not being a Muslim,
Yeah.
she did want to support me through that little time that I had, you know, not earning any money,
Yeah.
you know, any real kind of
Of
you know,
course.
sustainable income. So, you know, it was a big help, you know. I'm thankful to my mother for that.
Did some of the British students look? I know from what I know, the British and Americans, they're kind of spoiled. So when they come to Madinah University, like, you know, when they see this
Yeah.
kind of a shock rush, when they see this kind of a shock, like, you know, shared accommodation, you got a brother cooking fish in the middle of a room, you got the koi koi san drinking the rooibos tea and making clicking sounds, like, you know, they can't. I'm pretty sure some people can't take it.
A lot
and
of
they
the
quit.
students, one student quit within 2 weeks. I remember.
I think it's all got to do also the upbringing. Some people they come from.
What are you trying to say? I'll go with upbringing, but
Maybe you come from a house where.
No, like they eat. Like for
one
example,
is-
my dad will barbecue fish. I personally won't eat it. It's not to do with my upbringing. Like my
Yeah.
dad will say, "Hey, eat fish." I'm like, "No, I don't want to eat fish." Like that's
Yeah,
mad.
that's upbringing we talk about.
Just what you're used
So
to.
if
what
you
you're not
take
used
that and you take it to Madinah University, you create another.
So would you survive in Medina University? Would you say?
Of course, I'm a survivor, you know.
to. Nice.
And you just like to say like these motivational quotes, man.
If only he was my roommate, you know?
Yeah,
That would be so
you
nice.
don't want him as a roommate. Trust me, man.
How do you
would
know?
have
How
had
do
an
you
air
know?
fryer.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because I once to his house, you know, he just puts the air, you know, the whole chicken, just puts in the air fryer, bah!
Nice.
Like he just says, don't worry about it. 45 minutes later, he just opens it. The whole room is smoking. He don't care. Just eats it. This is a rush for you, man.
No, but he can take smell of chicken.
Yeah, I don't mind chicken,
Yeah,
bro.
but me, I'm a. So, anyways, like long
Yeah.
story short, this is the kind of accommodation you're living. You're coming from the UK, nice room. You've got your bed, everything. Now you have to share with another guy.
Yeah, it was tough while it happened, but looking back, like it was kind of like a struggle that was worth it, you know.
Of course, no. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get into the. Of course, it's worth it.
Yeah,
You're doing
yeah.
it fi sabilillah. You're
Of
trying to gain
course,
knowledge
yeah.
for Allah. You know, this is the life of a student. I'm just saying from the perspective of like me, for example. Like I am not. I wouldn't say I'm spoiled, but I like certain things in my life. Like, you know, I like comfort. Now I'm not gonna be able to go there and share my accommodation. Is there something I could do where I can get my own room?
You can, but you need to have money.
Oh, so
So-
money solves everything.
That's why I
like-
say if you have money, you have options.
So what are students doing? Just like paying for private accommodations?
Yeah, I've heard of some single students, not even married, just living in like furnished apartments, which are quite pricey. By
Furnished
the way.
apartments.
Yeah, so
okay,
it happens. Yeah,
so money talks.
Money talks. Money makes things easier. You know.
Did you get offered by your parents or your mom to say, "Hey, if you don't go, I'll do this for you"? Like that's what I would like if my child is leaving.
That was a fitna. Yeah.
So tell me about that.
I remember one time I was working driving cars. So my job, it was a summer job, just to try and make some sort of cash to bring back to Medina.
Yeah.
So now I'm driving nice cars now, like BMW M3.
Wow. This is back in the UK now, in
back
the summer,
in the UK, yeah. So BMW X6, you know, amazing cars.
Yeah.
Fresh, some of them fresh off the boat. Southampton seaport.
Yeah, I see, I see.
So now I'm thinking, wow, like this is Dunya now, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
he's been riding the Toyota Yaris 2002 cars in Medina.
Or
so
like an old car, basically.
Old car, yeah.
So like my mom sees me driving these cars and I'm impressed, obviously. Who wouldn't be, right?
Of course.
So she's like, you know what? If you come back now.
Like quit. Come back as in quit.
Quit university, come back now. You know, I sort something out for you. You can get yourself a nice BMW M3 or whatever, you know?
Wow, that's like a £70,000 car, man. That's a lot, man.
Like it's big boy money now.
Of course.
And I'm thinking to myself, nah, I can't.
You said no?
Yeah, of course. Like, come on, like I left all of that 2-3 years and then just go straight back for a car. Like, come on. Especially in London.
I mean, you can seek knowledge in London, you know, get the car and like, you know, put on a...
Some would think that, you know,
Yeah.
some would say, wow.
I think he would have done that.
Guys, please comment in the comment section if you think Anon would have done that.
BMW M3.
Yeah,
You're not much of a car
BMW,
guy
you know?
yourself, to be honest.
I'm not a car guy, but, you know, I would have sold that, you know, make that money, man. Come on, man. Yeah, so, okay, so now, any other, like, you reject all these offers. I remember... I don't know if you remember, your mom was saying something like, I'll give you the house in your name as well. If you
Something like that, you know, just like bribes kind of thing.
Man,
like,
this guy said
come back.
something like that, man. Look, we are broke, man. This guy, his mom owns like a £200,000 house, man. She's telling him, hey, I'll give you the house. The £200,000 house. And he's saying something like that, man, you know? I'm surrounded by rich people. I got a guy with Samsung S25 and Adidas jumpers. Another guy talking about M3s and cars. Allahumma barik.
Yeah.
But this is
iPhone 16.
Okay. That's a very, by the way, very interesting story. Like, mashallah. Like, what advice would you give to anyone who's rebelling? Because I know so many people. They go online and they share their struggles of their parents abandoning them once they accept Islam.
Yeah.
They don't need to be 13, 14. They can be 20.
Yeah.
I see many young people that your mom still hasn't accepted Islam, right?
Nah, not at the moment.
Okay,
nah.
they're in the same, but like their parents are very anti-Islam. They think their children are being radicalized. What advice would you give to these reverts?
Cancel cultures, practice.
Yeah, of course. What advice would you give to these?
I would say be patient. Obviously, that's for everything, really.
Yeah.
Be patient and don't try to be like this guy who's me against the world kind of thing. Like my religion versus everyone who hates my religion.
That's what happens usually, Revert. They get defensive. You can't say this about my... Yeah.
So I would say take the soft approach. Understand where they're coming from. Like, how did you make this 180-degree turn, you know, out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Just like sit them down, explain to them properly, you know? Don't just say, oh, your religion's wrong, you know, you're Christian, or you don't believe in Allah, like, what's wrong with you? No. You know, you were in their situation not so long ago. You know, if
you got to be understanding, basically.
Exactly.
Because I know I have a Revert friend, another Revert friend. When he first reverted, and he was saying, man, I hate my mom. I was like, why? He's like, she's a kafir.
Allah.
She's a non-Muslim. I hate my mom. Like, you know, how could she be a non-Muslim? Non-Muslims are disgusting. I looked at her, I said, that's your mother, man. If you look at the teachings of Islam, whether she's a Muslim or non-Muslim, she has rights over you. You can't be disrespectful to your mother. And he was shocked, like, nobody told me that. You know, my friends are telling me, like, you know, oh, like, don't befriend non-Muslim, don't respect non-Muslim. I'm like, no, that doesn't work like that. How will your mom ever take your nasiyah or your da'wah if you are not, you know, respectful to her? Like, through your mannerisms and through the way you react, the way you treat her, maybe that will bring her closer to Islam rather than your words, you know? So some of the words, Rush, man, you gotta Rush, man. In this podcast, when I spit wisdom, you know what I'm saying? You gotta say, that's deep.
That's a story of Nabi Ibrahim, I think. When it comes
Man,
to
and what's the like?
parents.
Yeah, man. You gotta back your boy, man. What's this? I don't hear no. That was
No,
deep,
I was looking to your iPhone 16.
I don't.
Mashallah.
Wallahi, I don't have.
Mashallah.
Wallahi billahi, I don't have iPhone 16.
What number is that?
14, and it was a gift from my father.
Oh.
So please, I don't go into these brands.
Slowly it grows and it starts 8.
No. I'm not into.
That's
this kind
how
of stuff.
technology or dating.
So that's a good advice. Okay, someone wants to. We're in 2025 right now, right? Someone from UK wants to go to Madinah University. What advice would you give them?
Be ready mentally.
Okay.
Have some sort of a support network prepared, whether it's financially, whether it's, you've made an agreement with your parents. Don't just go in there thinking, yeah, I'm just going to jump in there. You can, if you're not married, if you don't have any responsibilities,
of course.
you can survive that.
Yeah.
But if you've got a wife and kids, or you're looking to get married,
now you got kids. Now you got diapers. Diapers are expensive these days.
everything's
Milk.
expensive. Yeah.
Food before you.
Food, man. We're talking about before the So these things are expensive. So be ready, basically. What about? Oh, everything is in Arabic, right?
Yeah.
So before going, is it good to learn Arabic?
Do not rely, and this is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Do not rely on Madinah University to teach you Arabic.
Okay.
Not that they won't do justice, of course. Like they will do their what's wajib on them. They'll teach you. They'll take you through the books.
Yes.
But you need to go in there with some sort of background if you want to have like the most efficient, learning experience.
Good, of course.
That's
of course.
what I would say.
How about, guys? If you please comment guide in the comment section. The brother can maybe release a short guide on what's needed. Just a short list. If you can just comment guide.
Checklist, yeah.
The brother Arian can provide us a small list, and if you comment fashion, or the brother Rush can provide you how to be fashionable. If it should be Adidas, if it should be Samsung S25 Ultra or iPhone 16 Pro Max. Allahumma barak. Okay.
You're full of energy today.
Yeah, man. After I saw your car, I was shocked.
Really?
Even the wheels, it had that little oil thing, like when you
tire shine.
When you go to the car wash, right?
Yeah.
I go to the normal car washes are expensive, guys. Like I'm talking about 30 riyals. Come on, man, that's expensive. Now some of the guys come to you and they say, "Do you want to put that little what do you call it, that oil thing in your wheels?" I'm like, "Of course not, man. I'm not trying to pay you an extra 10 hour or 5 hour." Rush pulls up every time and I see his car shining.
Yeah.
And guys, if we hit 500 subscribers, I swear to God, I'm gonna take a picture of Rush's car and I'm gonna post it, and you guys will be shocked what car he has. 2025.
But you have to promise to make dua for him, no evil eye.
Of course. No evil eye. Well, comment section is going to be filled with Allahumma barak and mashallah tabarakallah.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, it was a pleasure having you, Mr.
Thank you so much,
Brother Arian. It was a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your story, and I'm sure many people in the audience can relate to your story, because I see many people in your boat, and many people can benefit from you. Many people can benefit from Rush's fashion sense, and that's it. We're gonna leave that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and comment fashion in the comment section for Rush.